Hey guys, good morning. It is like 6:30 in the morning and I'm just getting ready for work. And I thought I would film today a bunch of like new first impressions. And actually these are really just products that are new to me. A lot of Catrice stuff. So depending on like where you live in the world, you might have had Catrice for like a while. Some Makeup Revolution stuff, which again, if you live like over in the UK or anything like that, you would have had Makeup Revolution. And then other stuff is just stuff that has been on the market that I haven't tried. So I just thought I would try that on camera. And yeah, so let's just go ahead and get ready. This is probably going to be a very long video. So grab your tea, grab your coffee, whatever your little heart desires, and let's just go ahead and get into it. I am going to start by priming, and I got this Catrice Prime and Find Pore Refining Anti-Shine Base, and it says mattifying, long-lasting, and oil-free. So, it's basically all I'm looking for out of a primer. And like I said, these are all first impressions, so I've never even swatched any of this stuff. And this is like a very lotion-y type primer. So we shall see how this works. Press it into the skin, it'll work better. There we go. It's looking a little white for a second, so I think it needs to be more like pressed into the skin instead of like, massaged into it. I'm just gonna get a little bit more for the center of my forehead. I tend to get oily there too. So a funny thing about this video is I was actually wanting to use the new like Wet n Wild holiday collection, like the gold bar highlight and the pigments. But I haven't been able to find that stuff, so I ordered it off of the Wet n Wild website, and I thought it was going to come in yesterday, but it's actually going to come in next week. So I was like, well, but I still have a lot of products that I want to try on camera, so I was like, well, I'll just go ahead and do it. And then if you guys want to see a review of the Wet n Wild stuff, just let me know. I'm more than happy to do it. But yeah, obviously it's not going to be in this video. So then I also got the Catrice All Matte Plus Shine Control Makeup Mattifying Long Lasting Oil Free. So I got the shade Light Beige. It's probably going to be a little too, I don't know. Oh. So it comes with a pump, which that's nice. Appreciate that. Okay. It's a little thick, but it's a little cool toned, but that's okay. So I'm going to start by just dabbing this on the face. I'm breaking out like crazy right now, and I don't know why. Okay, oops, got some in the brow. And then I'm just going to take my Real Technique sponge and blend this in. This says long-lasting shine control makeup with light reflecting pigments for satin, matte, and even complexion. Hydrating, oil-free, dermatologist tested. The coverage isn't really there, so let's see if we can build this puppy up in a few little spots that I feel like I need a little bit more something something. Okay. I don't know. The coverage doesn't really seem to be there. It's not bad. It's just not, and I wonder if it'll be better with a brush. Maybe I'll try it like that another day. I mean, it's all right. It's not the greatest thing ever. Okay, moving on to concealer. And I just realized that I forgot my peach corrector, so I'll be right back. Okay, so for correcting the dark circles, I'm using this one from e.l.f. I showed this in my e.l.f. haul. This is the color correcting stick, and it says correct dark circles for light skin tones. It's just like a peachy one. This, I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest. It's like not bad. I just don't think it's the most amazing peach corrector ever. I don't know. It's definitely darker than like my Pixie one that I love, or like the NYX dark circle corrector, but I don't know. It doesn't really, I don't know. I don't know how I feel. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to use is this Catrice Retouch Light Reflecting Concealer. It says, hydrating concealer with light reflecting pigments diminishes shadows, fine lines, and signs of fatigue, which is perfect because homegirl is tired. Okay, so it has a little twist up thing that you gotta like sit here and do forever. There we go. Okay, so so funny because I feel like the foundation was like really cool toned, and then I feel like the concealer is like very warm. Kind of a nice consistency. It's not super thick, which I appreciate for under the eyes. But it's not like really thin either. It definitely has a little bit of like coverage. The primer, I don't really know if it filled in the pores the way that I would like. They did have another primer in like a pot. What was it called? It was more, I think that one was more, this one says pore minimizing, but I feel like that one was like really targeted towards that. And I forget what it's called, but if you've tried it, I would love to know what you think. Is it like the Prime and Fine Soothing or Smoothing? I don't know. Something like that. I'm just rubbing the extra concealer around the face. But I decided to get this one because this one was more like mattifying. And honestly, like I feel like if my skin is matte, my pores look smaller. Whereas if it's oily, my pores look bigger. So I decided to go with this one, but I would be really interested in trying that one because the Catrice like stick primer that I have, I really do like. It's not, you know, bad at all. It actually does a pretty good job at like minimizing the appearance of my pores. So that's why I was interested in trying more of Catrice products. And also their liquid metal eyeshadows, die over. Okay, so the concealer, I don't know if it's like not doing anything to my dark circles or if the orange corrector isn't. But I've used the orange corrector a lot over the past like 2 weeks, and it doesn't do like amazing correcting, but it does do a little bit more than what it's doing right now. So okay, but homegirl doesn't have time to finick mess with this stuff because I gotta go to work. So I'm just gonna go ahead and set this mess. And lately what I've been doing is I've been taking this e.l.f. HD powder, this like loose powder, and this Real Technique sponge. This one is technically for like highlighting and contouring, but I love to get a little bit of the powder on like the small part of it and then set the under eyes because it's so perfect because the powder doesn't get in your eyes this way. And it really, you can like push it into the skin. So it really sets so beautifully. Okay, oh my gosh. This powder is a mess though. It drives me crazy, but it's very finely milled and it is a really nice powder. So, okay, moving on. continuing on this train. Let's move on to bronzer. I'm using this from Makeup Revolution. This is their baked bronzer in Ready to Go. I thought it was like a nice little tone of a bronzer. What am I gonna do with else? I'm gonna take this stippling brush from Real Techniques. Just kind of swirl my brush in there. I like to use stippling brushes for bronzer just because I feel like, just in case it doesn't work, these apply it very like lightly. But this one is really pretty. It's very warm, but I don't mind that. And it's got a nice, it's not like super shimmery, but it definitely has a nice glow to it. And it has been a while since I have used like a very glowy bronzer. But again, I would definitely use like a light hand with it because I feel like you could look orange really quick. I'm just going to blend this out with a bigger brush so I don't look orange today. But it's pretty though. I mean, I like this like very like sun-kissed look it gives to the skin. My hair is a mess. I like the like sheen that it has to it. And then for contouring, I'm going to use, now every day I don't contour, but I am today for this video because I have this. This is the Essence Shape Your Face Contouring Palette. I found this at Ulta. Okay, and I don't know if I like was told the wrong thing or something, but this was $17.97. Does anyone else think that that's weird for Essence? Because I do. Like, and I bought it because I wanted to do this video, but then I was like, did she like overcharge me? I just don't know if that, because it wasn't like out with all the rest of the Essence stuff or even like the new stuff. It was behind the counter, like it was about to be put on the floor. And so I asked the girl, I said, hey, is that stuff for sale yet? And she was like, yeah, I'm sure it is. And so she rung it up and she was like, it's $17.97. And I was like, okay. I mean, I thought that was kind of expensive for Essence, but I bought it. But I don't know. They also had another one with like a more peachy tone blush, but I decided to get this one. So I'm just taking the e.l.f. Mineral Powder Brush in the contour shade in here. Just lightly contouring. Again, I don't do this like ever for work, but because for the video, I want to test this out, I'm going to. It's a nice tone. It's not... It's pretty. I wonder how it swatches. Oh wow, it can be very dark. But it does blend nicely to where it doesn't look that dark on the hand. The highlight is like a matte pink highlight, and then the blush does have some shimmer to it. But it's a really pretty like raspberry tone blush. But the shimmer doesn't really transfer off in the swatch, which I appreciate because it has like silver shimmer. Is that like just an overspray? No. I don't know. I'll have to play with this a little bit more. I'm actually not going to use the blush in that palette though because I did purchase this. This is the Makeup Revolution blush palette in Sugar and Spice. A lot of people have talked about this palette and I finally went ahead and made the plunge. Makeup Revolution and I have a love-hate relationship. I love certain things from them and then I hate certain things from them. I have had really good luck with their blushes though, so I did decide to get this. It comes with this that shows like matte and shimmer stuff, but this is the palette right here. So it comes with 5 mattes, 1 shimmery blush, and then 2 like baked ones. So today I think I'm going to go in with this one. This is a matte one right there. Their like single blushes I really like, as well as their cream blush palette. I really enjoy that as well. So yes, this blush is pretty. It's a little high, but I'll blend it. And this brush is just from Sonia Kashuk. It was from like her fall set, I think like last year or something. But I really like it for blush, so I still use it. Okay, we're gonna blend this a little bit because it's looking a little crazy. And even though this does say blush, this is a baked blush technically. I am going to use it as a little bit of a highlight because it's really light. I never highlight for work, but for this video I will. It's pretty. Yeah, this is definitely a light tone to where it comes off like a highlight. Dang, look at that. Blend it out a little bit so it's not so streaky. I have so much texture on my skin right now. I don't know what's happening. Okay, and again, we're just gonna blend all of that, tone that down a little. Okay, so for brows, I don't have any new products to use, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that off camera because it's not very exciting to watch. So I'm gonna do that, and then I will be right back to do the eyes. Okay, brows are done. I just used my e.l.f. Instant Brow Lift Pencil in taupe, and then my Maybelline Brow Precise Volumizer in soft brown. Now I'm going to go ahead and prime the eyes with my NYX Proof It eyeshadow primer. This is like the best eyeshadow primer of life. It legit makes stuff stay all day long. Okay, and then for eyes, I am using this Makeup Academy Professional Nude Eyeshadow Palette. Ooh, there we go. I purchased this at CVS. Right now they're having Makeup Revolution buy one get one free. So I got this, and then I also got a lipstick from them. And honestly, this stuff, did I say Makeup Revolution? Makeup Academy. Anyways, this stuff is pretty expensive. This eyeshadow palette was like $15. And for me, I love like the Milani ones and the CoverGirl ones to where I'm like, I don't really need to spend $15. But I wanted to try something that I never tried before, so I did purchase this, and it was buy one get one free, so I got like a $10 lipstick for free, so, you know. Okay, so this is very nude, they had a smoky one, and then they also had like a metallic one, but I got this one just because I am going to work today. And I'm going to start by taking this shade right here. This is a matte shade. Has a little fallout to it. I'm just going to throw that in the crease. Okay. All right, it's not bad. Okay, and then I'm just going to wipe off the brush and go in with this one right here, just like the next shade over. I legit only use like this brush for my crease in the morning. This is the BH blending brush. I love this brush. And I literally just wipe it off and then continue with my look, just because I don't feel like grabbing a bunch of different brushes. Okay, and then for all over the lid, I am going to use a brush of some sort. This is actually a Makeup Revolution one, and it's just like a dual-sided brush. I'm just going to use the flat side, or not, because I just dropped it and it went flying across the room. All right, I'm going to use the Sonia Kashuk number 106. I think this is the small shader brush. I love this brush. And what am I going to do? I think I'm going to take this one. It's like gold. Whoop, where are you? Right there. This like gold shade. These do have a lot of like kick up to them, so I gotta tap my brush. But it's nothing like horrible. Okay. Not bad. Let's see, do I want to darken anything up? Nah, I'm good. Okay. And now for the highlight, I'm going to take like a mixture of these two right here. Just because this one has, the darker one, the more peachy one, has like a little bit of shimmer to it, and then the white is matte. So I'm going to take a little bit of both. Okay, and then for the lower lash line, all I'm going to do is take a little bit of this darker one that we used on like a pencil brush and just smudge that on the lower lash line. Okay, so not bad. Definitely you can get like a really pretty look with it. Now normally I set my eyeshadow with the e.l.f. Makeup Lock and Seal because that keeps it in like all day. But since I am kind of testing this, I don't really want to, I need to blend that, do that because it kind of defeats the purpose because I know that that's going to work. So I'm going to go ahead and skip that step for you guys. So if my eyeshadow creases, all for you. So I'm going to go ahead and do my eyeliner. This is the NYX Matte Liquid Liner. This is not new. I use this all the time. So I'm going to go ahead and do this off camera just again because it's not very exciting and you guys have seen me do it a lot of times. Okay, so I also decided to go ahead and do my mascara off camera because I'm not testing any new mascaras. I just used my L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black on the top, and then on the lower lash line I put a little bit of the Smashbox Always Sharp eyeliner in Sumatra just on like the outer like fourth, and then the CoverGirl Clump Crusher on the bottom. Okay, for lips, I am first going to outline with this NYX Slide On Lip Liner in Nude Suede Shoes. So Emily Noel 83 raves about these, and I think like it was probably about a month ago now. NYX was like, they had a really good sale at Ulta, so I purchased some. I got this one, and then I got the one that I used in my like vampy fall look, and these are amazing. These are like the best lip liners ever. So I'm just going to outline with this. This is not new. I've used this a bunch, but I just wanted to tell you guys that you need it in your life. This is like the best, one of the best, like nude lip liners. So very simple, very creamy, but it lasts all day. Okay, and then I'm going to use this Makeup Academy lipstick. This is the, what are you called? I think it's just like they're one of their normal lipsticks, but this is the shade Rose. The packaging feels very thin. I have actually tried, I think it was a gloss from this brand years ago when they like first came out in CVS stores, and I was not really like that big of a fan of it. So, and because of the price of this, like this lipstick was $10. I'm not gonna go and like try a bunch of this stuff and like buy like 3 lipsticks for 30 bucks. Like no. But again, it was buy one get one free. This packaging though feels so cheap. Like it legit feels so cheap. It looks very cheap. I don't know. I don't know how it's like for 10 bucks, like this is like just, it feels just very light and not well made, but whatever, as long as the product's good. So again, this is the shade Rose. Okay, this is very creamy. I don't want like a whole bunch though. That was very creamy, really surprising. Okay, product was good. And then for gloss, I have this Catrice Volumizing Lip Booster. Now, I normally don't go for things like this, like the volumizing things, but I decided to try this because I thought it was just different, especially for me because, like I said, I just don't really try it. This is the shade. I don't know what you are called, but it's the light pink one. I don't know really what the name is. But I smelled this, like I smelled the tester, and it didn't have a minty scent because I cannot stand that. I can't not stand it. So I was like, okay, I'll try this one. So we shall see. I hope it like doesn't hurt my lips. I'm kind of scared, to be honest with you. Oh God, it burns. I don't like it. Why do volumizing stuff always has to do this? It's like a very like cooling. Yeah, I don't think I want to take this with me throughout the day. It's pretty, but like, I have this on all day. It's gonna drive me insane. If I like reapply it, it's gonna drive me nuts. I'll leave it on right now, but it's like very cold. And I know this is how like volumizing stuff is, but like I just don't use them very often. And so I was like, I don't realize like how intense it is. If you're used to wearing this kind of stuff, this is probably not gonna bother you. But for me, I'm like, I don't like it. Alright guys, so that is it for this Get Ready With Me. I hope you enjoyed it. I am now going to go do my hair and get dressed for work. I probably will check in with you guys when I get home from work tonight. It'll probably be around, I don't know, like 12 hours from now, actually, like 7. So I will let you guys know how this stuff wore throughout the day and kind of like my final thoughts on all of these first impressions. So I will catch you guys a little bit later tonight. Hey guys, okay, so it is 7 p.m. It's like legit 12 hours later from just about when I finished my makeup. This is a non-touched up face. So obviously I'm really dewy, but I didn't want to touch up throughout the day because I really wanted to see how this foundation wore. And to be honest, I normally check at like lunch if I need to touch up. And I ate lunch today at like 1-ish. Yeah. And I really didn't feel the need to powder. Like I wasn't like this shiny at all. And so I thought that was really good. So the primer and the foundation must be doing something. I do feel like it's more the primer just because I can tell that like the foundation has broken up like on my nose, on my chin, and places like that. So I do feel like it's more the primer that's making it last a long time instead of the foundation. But I'm still going to play with these things. The whole thing about like the pore refining thing on the primer, I don't really know if I'm into that. I just feel like the stick that I have from Catrice, their like blur stick, works really well for that. I feel like this definitely does have like that matte long wear thing to it, but the whole pore thing, I don't know. This bronzer from Makeup Revolution, gorgeous. Like, oh my gosh, it gives the most beautiful sheen to the skin. Like, and like I said, I normally am not one to use shimmery bronzers, but this just gave me this like really beautiful glow. I mean, now I'm like glowing because of, you know, I'm oily. This is not glow, this is dew. But the bronzer was really pretty. Okay, this thing for $17.97. Like, are you joking? I feel like that has to be wrong. Like, maybe the girl overcharged me. But like, really? Essence? Like, that's weird, right? Am I the only one thinking that's weird? Like, that's weird for Essence. Like, if this was like Physicians Formula or even like L'Oreal, I probably wouldn't be that surprised, but like, it's Essence. I don't know. I don't know why even I bought this if I thought it was that crazy, but I did. So apparently they can sell it for $17.97. But again, I didn't use the blush. I just actually used the contour shade in here today. And I mean, I think it looked pretty. The blush palette, my hair, y'all, I am like, what is my life? This is ridiculous right now. I'm just going to take the clip out because it's driving me insane. Okay. Whew, Lord have mercy. Okay, so the blush palette, I really enjoy. I love all these colors. I think they're really pretty. This one that I used as a highlight, really pretty. It's like a really pretty glow. And again, you get, these are all matte, and then this one is a shimmer, and then these two are like baked ones, but obviously, like I said, this one comes off more as a highlight. But I like Makeup Revolution blushes, cream and powder, so I was really pleased with that. This thing, the Catrice Volumizing Lip Booster. Guys, as soon as I turned off the camera this morning, I wiped this off because it was like so tingly. And yes, I know I should have known because it says volumizing on it, but it doesn't have that minty scent, so I thought it would like not be, you know, plumping, but it was. So I did wipe this off and I did not wear that all day. The lipstick, I obviously had to reapply throughout the day. It is like a very creamy formula, but it's so pretty. The formula is so nice. It's so stinking moisturizing. And like this time of year when it's getting colder and everything's kind of like drying out, I love that. I think it's really, really pretty. The Catrice concealer that I used, the Retouch Light Reflecting Concealer, it was all right. It wasn't anything amazing. I am going to play with it a little bit more just because I want to try it with my Pixie corrector because I don't know if it was like the e.l.f. corrector or this that was like not really covering the dark circles today. And then the eyeshadow palette is nice. It's fine from Makeup Academy. It's nothing like life-changing. You know, it's a very like basic palette. And to be honest, I do think that you could find like basic palettes from like CoverGirl, or I never have tried the Maybelline palettes, the eyeshadow palettes. I haven't heard the best things about them, so I just never really took the plunge and tried any of them. But the CoverGirl ones I do really enjoy. Okay, is that all that I have to talk about? Yeah. Okay, I think that's it. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and give this video a thumbs up, and let me know any video requests down below in the comments, and I will catch you guys in my next one. Bye!